So tell us about the new home kit. Go through the story and of that home kit for us, and how you created that.
So this new home kit goes with a little bit of elegance as well. So you see the two stripes down the middle, bringing together our red, gold, white, and black from the logo. Gives it a little bit of a standout vibe, I believe. A bit of elegance there as well. You will see that the tapestry from our 10-year anniversary uniform is in there as well, but the tiles are now sort of uniform all the way across to give it a very clean look.
Do you want to describe those tiles to us again, just so that we...
So the tiles we've spoken about, so you'll see up on the right-hand side underneath the Admiral, behind it, in the background is the Spanish flag. That's our curriculum, that's our methodology, that's our base. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Lebanese cedar tree. That's my heritage, but it also signifies family and unity. You'll see the British flag in the middle. On the right-hand side, that talks to the Queen City, since we are the Queen City. And that brings the English culture in. The handshake next to it is teamwork, dedication, togetherness. We've got the crown there, as you can see as well. That speaks to the Queen City. You have some youth players at the bottom, coming together, celebrating, showing you that we're dedicated to youth development. You'll have the cannon, and that's a shout out to Arsene Wenger and youth development and what brought me into the game, and me being a passionate Arsenal fan. And on the back, we have our mantra, the integrity, identity, intensity, our 3 I's, which is the mantra of the club, and brings everything together.
So obviously you've been in soccer a long time. How does working on these designs with Admiral differ to the other brands you work with?
The nice thing about Admiral was the closeness I felt from day one. Speaking to Paul, who I spoke to over the phone, and him being the CEO of Admiral, and on the phone to me and talking to me regularly and being available and being open to being part of these new designs and being on the phone for hours and hours, just putting something together that we could both be proud of was very special. I don't think that you're ever going to have the opportunity to speak to the CEO of Nike or Adidas or Puma, and I just felt that I'm a people person, and having that relationship with someone who is equally as passionate about the game, equally as passionate about the product, put together something like this for us as a club after 10 years was very special to me, and I enjoy the relationship we've got.
In terms of the designs now, these are all new. You're going to launch these this coming April.
Correct. So it's 2 years. So we have a 2-year cycle with our uniforms normally, so that we don't have that added expense on our families on a regular basis. It's a big money maker, uniforms. When you're a club with 10,000, 15,000 players, you can imagine how much extra cash comes through the door. But us being smaller, 180 players, we try to show the families that we are dedicated to them looking good, but at the same time also understand that this is an outlay. We give them a 2-year window with these kits. So our initial uniforms with Admiral 2 years ago come to an end this cycle, and this is cycle number 2 now. So we've got brand new uniforms coming in for our next 2-year stint.
And you've created custom hoodies and a whole range of custom items that match the kits, right?
Correct. So we also have some outwear, and that is for families that want to be at the field, want to support the club, want to be seen and as backing their players. We're very careful about selling the uniforms to anybody outside of the club in terms of players. I know it could make good cash, as I said before, but this is a unique piece, and for this to be worn, it needs to be worn by a Queen City Mutiny player, somebody who deserves to be part of the club.
So this is, I think it's something you and I have talked about before, that especially because of your time in the game, and you've worked with many other brands over the last 20 years. What you talked briefly about the relationship making it different, but what do you feel about the experience of creating the kits? You used Admiral ID to create the kits, right? What was that process like? How easy was it to create the kits? And do you feel, let's split it into two questions. How easy was it to create the kits, and how has it impacted you having something unique versus working with, if you like, the larger brands? What made you make that switch?
So being a differentiator in the market is important for us, and when I had the initial discussions with Admiral, it was clear that they had a system in place, an ID system online where you can go in. It's a platform that's very easy to use. You're able to create your uniform, your design, your style, your colors, from polos to long sleeve to hoodies, and all of that's done in a portal that they've created, which is quite seamless, quite easy for anybody to use. And once you're happy with the design, the support doesn't just come from some random person.